one I'd say is automation. So growth hacking focuses on technology and automating things, which is good for startups because it means you don't need a lot of people. Number two, I would say free, as in you don't need lots of money to use growth hacking tactics, so it's really ideal for startups. And number three would be metrics. So because we're using technology in growth hacking tactics, there's a focus on using data and metrics to make your decisions. Well, that's a difficult question to answer in a short space of time, but you'll learn a lot about that in the workshop video. To put it simply, growth hacking usually involves finding an opportunity, maybe a short-term opportunity, and using technology to exploit that opportunity. That's basically all it is, but you'll learn a lot more about it in the workshop video. We talk about this in the workshop video as well. Actually, the workshop covers early stage startups at the idea stage, mid-stage startups where you have a product, and later stage startups where you're looking to grow. But I would say the most content, most of the growth hacking tactics focus on the middle stages. So I'd say 60–70% of the growth hacking tactics that we discuss in the workshop are for middle stage, but the other stuff is good for early stage and late stage. So we've come to Morocco to share these tactics with you because we feel that growth hacking is a really useful subject for startups to learn, because it's the kind of stuff that's perfect for startups. It's cheap to execute, it requires some use of technology. Most startups are involved with technology in some way, and it can really help you grow in the early stages. So we wanted to introduce growth hacking as a topic so that you can get a good foundation of knowledge and then maybe go off and learn more about growth hacking by yourself and implement some of the techniques. And you know, growth hacking is not a super new subject. It's maybe a new keyword, because some of the tactics that we talk about in the workshop you've probably tried yourself before, but you just didn't know that it was called growth hacking. So we're going to share some stuff with you that maybe you've seen before, and other stuff that hopefully will be very new to you. And we hope that you can take the knowledge and go away and implement it in your own startup, and also the startups in your communities. And from that we can see a lot of growth and a lot of exciting things happening in this region. I would say, number one, it's pretty important to know a little bit about technology. So you can start with the basics like learning HTML, learning CSS. This will help you when you're doing things like landing page optimization. You can move on from there and start learning proper programming, learning how to script things, and that will help you with automation. So number one, it's important to know a little bit about technology. You don't have to be an expert, but it's important to know what is possible. Number two, I would say you have to be willing to take some risk. You have to be willing to maybe break the rules a little bit sometimes. And some of the examples that we talk about in the workshop are where startups have kind of broken the rules a little bit in the early stages in order to get an advantage. And that really helped them grow in the early stages.